Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Inspired with Drones. My name is Timothy Brazil, and today we're diving into a really interesting topic that's been buzzing in the drone community lately, and the whole DJI ban situation, right? Of course, it's nothing new, but before we start, I just want to give credit where credit is due, okay? I caught a great discussion on Build the Drone Reviewers channel with a special guest that they had. It was Rick Smith from Drone Valley. Great people. I recommend you guys follow them, subscribe to their channel. And Rick made some really insightful points about where DJI could actually, or what they could do and how they can get around the drone ban. And it got me thinking. And so today I want to break down those options and talk about the pros and cons, and of course, sprinkle in a little bit of my own perspective. So grab your drone, or if you're like me, just grab your tea, because I really don't do coffee. It's just, I don't like coffee. So let's talk about it and Inspire with Drones. So number one, build a factory in the US, right? That's the first thing Rick mentioned. Now, something that honestly sounds both brilliant and expensive, and DJI could just build a factory right here in the United States. On paper, that sounds like the American dream. The solution, right? Made in the US, no more tariffs, and maybe even a little boost to their public image. Imagine the headlines: DJI brings drone jobs to America. Sounds good. That could win over so many lawmakers probably, and even ease a lot of concerns. But here's the catch. There is a catch. Building a factory isn't like setting up a lemonade stand. We're talking about billions of dollars, years of planning, navigating US labor laws, supply chains, and, oh yeah, finding workers who can actually build advanced drones at scale. Now, I'll be honest, it's not impossible. I believe DJI can do it, but it's definitely a massive undertaking. The pro though, it could solve the tariff problem and make DJI look like they're committed to the US market. But there's also a con. And the con is it might take so long and cost so much that DJI decides it's easier to just not do it. Plus, can you imagine the first batch of made in America DJI drones coming off the line? People would be camping outside of Best Buy like it's the new iPhone launch. That would literally be the new thing. So option number two is find a big US partner. Now, this could be interesting because picture DJI teaming up with a company like, say, Apple or Amazon, or heck, maybe even Ford. And Ford does love their built tough branding, right? So why not build tough, flying, smooth drones? And the benefit here is pretty clear. A US partner could help shield DJI from some of the most political pushback that they've been getting. And also it adds more legitimacy. And lawmakers might even feel a little more comfortable if DJI is working hand in hand with a trusted American brand. The downside though, partnerships can get a bit messy, and DJI would probably have to share some control, share profits, and maybe even compromise on some of their decision choices. I think honestly they're trying not to do that. And let's be honest, DJI doesn't even exactly strike me as the sharing, caring type when it comes to their own tech, right? Still, this option could be faster than building an entire factory, and it might help them maintain their foothold here in the US. That kind of brings us to our third option, and that is license their tech. License their tech. License their technology to other companies. Now, this isn't just a wild guess because we've already seen it happen. For instance, look at companies like Anzu Robotics. What did they come out with? Spectre Air, or even Sky Rover. These drones have DJI's fingerprints all over them, but are sold under a different name. It's basically DJI in disguise. Think of Clark Kent with glasses, right? But instead of having to save the day, it's capturing 4K footage of your backyard barbecue. The big advantage here is simple. DJI can sidestep a lot of this political heat while still making money off of their technology, and US companies get to sell drones. Now, DJI royalties and consumers still get great hardware, so in a way it's a win-win, right? Here's the flip side. This could dilute DJI's brand, and people love DJI for a reason, right? They've built a reputation for quality and innovation. And if their tech is spread across a bunch of smaller companies, it might confuse consumers or even weaken their dominance in the market. Plus, let's be real. Some of us just want that DJI logo on the side of our drone. It does something, right? It's like buying generic cereal. It tastes the same, but it just doesn't hit the same when the box doesn't say Fruit Loops. I'm just saying. It just hits differently, right? So those are basically the three main paths DJI could take to hopefully get around this current ban situation. You know, either build a US factory, partner with a major American company, or third, license their tech out to others, which we've kind of seen them kind of do. So each one has pros and cons. And right now, we don't really have any evidence that DJI is actually moving toward with any of these, but it's definitely worth thinking about. So at the end of the day, the drone market is shifting, and whether DJI adapts or not, we're going to see a whole lot of changes. So the big question is this: which of these options do you think makes the most sense? Personally, I think licensing their tech is the path of least resistance, but the idea of shiny, made in America DJI drones does sound kind of cool. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Listen, drop a comment below. Which option do you think DJI should take? And while you're down there, don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any future discussions like this. I want to also say thank you again to Bill, the drone reviewer, and Rick from Drone Valley for just sparking this conversation. And as always, y'all know what to do. Keep flying, stay safe, be blessed, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.